Hi. Hey. Hi. It's me, your Void. And today we're talking plans. I'm not very good with making plans. I mean, short-term plans like traveling plans, where you go, what is the most efficient route through a museum or something like that. That I can do. But like long-term plans, that is very hard to just stick to. I'm going to do it anyway, because today we are talking what am I going to do in 2026, specifically on this channel. What are my plans for this here hellscape that is the internet? So first and foremost, I do know of a couple of readathons that I already know of them taking place because they always take place in these months. So I already know a couple of months where I'm participating in a couple of readathons, namely notes. In January, there will be another round of Winterween. That one has already been announced. I will participate in that and I will try to vlog that, so you can look forward to that. You can basically look forward to anything I'm saying right now. Please hold me accountable so I actually get shit done. Cool. And there may or may not be a mini round of the Adventurathon in January. We haven't yet decided. Kirsty is still thinking about things, so yeah, but there may or may not be a round of Adventurathon. Who knows? Then in February, I plan on reading romances again because it worked this year, so it might as well work next year. I don't know if I have a theme for the romances I'm going to read, but I'm going to lean into the lovey-dovey once again because I found that I actually do enjoy reading romances. So I'm gonna read some romances, I guess. Then in March, I'm getting older. I'm turning 30 in March, which is a fact I don't want to wrap my head around. Oh boy, but it's happening. It's happening. It's my birthday month. I don't know what I'm going to do in that month because it's not only my birthday month. It's everyone's birthday month. My entire family, except one or two exceptions, decided we are all born in March, and not only that, we are all born within the same 9-day period. I started off, and then everyone else was born. Like, well, technically they were all born before me, except my sibling. I'm rambling. It's a doozy if everyone decides to celebrate their birthday. It's the whole thing. Also, Easter. Easter is always happening around that time, so there's a party marathon going on. Oh boy. Moving on to April. April is Aurelium time, and I graduated. I did a double graduation in 2025. I'm finally free of my double calling. So I have to pick a new calling. I haven't looked at the callings in a hot second. I know there are a couple of new ones, so I will have to go through all of that to find the next, 3 years of suffering for myself. But I will still participate in Aurelium because it's just a fun readathon, even though I never really used the whole community part of it all because the Discord server is A, confusing, and B, just there are so many people in Discord server. But first and foremost, it's a confusing Discord server because everything has a strange name and not a single channel is explained. So it is kind of confusing to participate in the Discord server, and yeah. But I like it as a little adventure thing for myself, so I will continue to participate in it. I do love the world building. G is doing a great job at just keeping this thing going. So that's what's going to be my main focus in April. Then we have May, and there's nothing happening in May. As far as I'm aware, there are a lot of readathons that are being announced last second. I hate that. Like, if you are making a readathon, especially a month long, give me time to plan my TBR. Announce it 2 weeks early, please. Please. I need time to prepare myself. So yeah, I am not aware of anything that is happening in May. Pretty sure there's going to be a Star Wars themed readathon because it's May, and for some reason everyone who loves Star Wars has declared May is Star Wars month. I don't know. I don't get the hype. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I am forever and always a Star Trek fan, and Stargate. We're getting a new Stargate show, and I'm so excited for it. Then in June is my usual Read Queer challenge, where I usually pick a pride flag and then do something inspired by it. I have read rainbow colored books, like every book represented a color of the rainbow and had as much queer representation in it as possible. Last year I used the original pride flag and what the colors stood for as prompts. No idea what I'm going to do this year, but it's going to be something like that. So if you want to participate, look out for it. I will link the Storygraph challenge once I put it up and together down in my description, and it will be up more than 2 weeks in advance because I like to be prepared, like I said. Moving on to July. In July there will be the next big round of the Adventure Marathon. We have now locked in July as our month. Every big round of the Adventure Marathon going forward will happen in July. There will be bonus rounds, which are mini rounds, be it a bingo board, be it a week or 2 weeks, stuff like that, but the big month-long rounds with the actual adventure in it will happen in July. So there's that. Probably not going to actively participate in any other readathon during that time, simply because I am a co-host for the Adventure Marathon, so I'm focusing on that. In August, we again have nothing. August is just nothing. That too will either be a last-second decision or just none at all. Who knows? September is Aurelium round 2, so whatever I do in April will have consequences for me in September. Not much more to say about Aurelium. Again, I love it. The world building is amazing. G is doing a great job. I love that readathon so much. It's actually my favorite readathon of the year, other than Adventure-a-thon. In October, we then double up with the Scarathon hosted by Jess from This Kiwi, and if the prompts this year around are any good, Gothtober. I haven't participated in Gothtober this year because it just didn't tickle my fancy, and I think last year I also mostly skipped it because the prompts were kind of weird. I don't know. Gothtober and I have a love-hate relationship. I appreciate that they phrase their prompts vaguely so you can interpret them any way you want, but I need structure, so giving me a vague prompt doesn't help me. And also, usually the prompt combinations are in a way where I just don't find books for, which is very strange. Maybe this year will be better, I don't know. I will play the game because Gothtober, that's their big gimmick. They always have you play a game to figure out what the prompts are that you have to read. I will, as always, play the game, see if I can make it fit. If not, But also, Scarathon is a big scary thing that requires a lot of reading. I, for some reason, decided this year is the year that I do a 31 and 31 challenge. If you haven't seen that one yet, I will link it in the description down below and also up in the corner. I think it is this one. It's a 2-parter vlog where I just read 31 different books in the month of October, and all of them fit on the Scarathon TBR, which is 4 bingo boards, and I blacked out all of them. Don't ask me how I did that. I don't really have a readathon for November. This year we had the Adventure Marathon in there, but as I said, we now have locked in the month of July for that, so there probably won't be around in November. I can see a little Halloween thing happen in October, which makes October even more stressful, but that's neither here nor there. November originally was the month I wrote the most because of NaNoWriMo, but since that went up in flames, for very valid reasons, I don't know. This year I didn't write a single word in November, for example, but I would like to get November back. I want to reclaim November for myself as a writing month, so there's probably not going to be a lot of reading, but probably a lot of writing, hopefully. More on that in a second. And then we have December. This year I made the Bookmas thingamathing thing. Maybe I do it again next year because although it was stressful to just keep filming videos and edit them, film videos, edit them, film videos and edit them, I had fun. So I kind of want to do it again. I don't know. And then, of course, my usual modus operandi for December is to finish any book that I started throughout the year but didn't finish for whatever reason, excluding hard DNFs. I'm not doing that to myself. But basically, if I start reading a book in April for Aurelium and I just don't finish it for some reason, be it the mood is off, be it I get sick, be it I throw the book into the toilet and flush it down for some reason or whatever, maybe the dog eats my book, I don't know. But if I don't finish a book without hard DNFing it, December is where it's going to live. And I try to finish them out before the new year hits because I want to go into the new year with a blank slate. if I don't have anything to read for December because I finished all my books and I was a good little reader, then I have to improvise. It's a mood reading month, and I'm happy that I was such a good little reader, I guess. That's what's happened this year, which led to me reading Christmas romances and a bunch of monster smut, so here we are! So that is my monthly overview. Quick little thing, but those aren't all my plans for the coming year in terms of what is happening with this channel. First and foremost, I want to do 2 different series. The first one being a series slayer series, because I have started so many series this year. I wanted to finish 5, and I did finish 5, but 3 of those I also started in 2025. And I upped my series intake from 55 ongoing series to 73. We cannot have that. I need to finish some series. So this is where the series slayer series comes in, where I will have reading vlogs that exclusively focus on me continuing and finishing series. Think of it as a final book support group, but like the whole year long. And you will get vlogs for that. My original plan is to make it a bi-monthly thing, so you get a vlog in 1 month, then another thing in the next month, and then another vlog. So I want to have this as a bi-monthly thing. And this one will switch out with the other series I'm going to do, which is the Cleanse the Kindle series, because my e-reader is full of shit I don't even know what it is, because I have 0 impulse control and stuff your Kindle days are a thing. So I usually just scroll, see something I like, and get the book for free, which has led to over 500 books being on this stupid e-reader, and I don't know half of them. So I will do vlogs where I read through those. I don't know how I'm going to structure those vlogs, but it's basically anything that is on my Kindle has to be read or deleted, because wow, there are so many books on this thing that no one needs. So those are the 2 series. So you have a series slayer in 1 month, the next month you have a Kindle cleanse, then you have a series slayer, then you have a Kindle cleanse, blah blah blah. You get what I'm selling here, right? Then I also want to actively participate in the r/fantasy bingo this year round. I did kind of loosely play it in 2025, and I got pretty far so far. I still have 4 months left to go, but I was like, okay, can I do it? The r/fantasy bingo wants you to read 25 books in 1 year, and when it started this April, I was not sure if that is a commitment I am willing to make. And then I cracked 150 books for this year, and I was like, I read enough to participate in that one. So I will actively participate in r/fantasy bingo next year, and I plan on completing it. I cannot tell you if I'm going for hard mode or easy mode. That is a decision I will make once the bingo board is out, but I will participate in the r/fantasy bingo, so you will probably hear about that next year. And the last big thing I have to announce, I guess, is that I want to do actual reading vlogs. I tried that before. It kind of backfired for multiple reasons I will elaborate on once I get to filming the writing vlogs, but I want to make actual writing vlogs because I write a lot. Even though the last couple of months have been almost 0 word months, I wrote more words this year than I have ever written before. And I really want to finish something. I did kind of finish something this year, but I really want to finish something, because this year was not just a lot of words happening on pages, it was also a lot of ideas came to me, and a lot of very good ideas in my opinion, and a lot of ideas that were very quickly developed to a point that I could write them. So I kind of want to cash in, but I want to finish something. Writing something all the way to the end is incredibly hard, because I hate Act 2, for example. But I always lose steam when I have like 2 or 3 more chapters to go, and I lose steam and I want to finish them. I also want to finally figure out how does one edit one's first draft. And I want to figure out how to do that, because I want to actually make some of these things readable for people, you know. So in order to do that, I want to hold myself accountable, therefore writing vlogs. And there you have it. Those are my plans for 2026 going forward. This is the stuff you will see next year, hopefully. And yeah, if you made it this far into the video, let me know if you have any plans for next year. If you don't want to talk to me at all, leave a calendar emoji down in the comments below. And I guess I will see you in my next video. Bye.